Shalom Yasharala. This is your Ak Kadash Alahayim coming at you with another quick lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, H.O.I, Barakatah. Okay. This is a quick lesson concerning Izzo, or whatever her name is, Izzo. The big Israelite chick who was dancing butt-ass naked at the Laker game. I ain't gonna say butt-ass nigga, but that ass was out.
Please enter.
Salak, I'm at work right now. But yeah, old girl who had her ass out at the Laker game in front of all them kids, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was all propaganda or set up for her to humiliate herself. And I know she done sold her soul for those riches, but you know, riches profit nothing in the day of wrath, so it's all vain. But she been getting a bunch of backlashes, as she should. She been catching a bunch of backlash, as she should, for making that decision. But with no further ado, I'm gonna get into some footage and some scriptures. Shalom.
So I just hope that, you know, who I am and the essence of me and the things that I choose to do as a grown-ass woman can inspire you to do the same. You don't have to be like me. You need to be like you. And never, ever let somebody stop you or shame you from being yourself. Like, this is who I've always been. Now everyone's looking at it. And your criticism can just remain your criticism. Your criticism has no effect on me. Negative criticism has no stake in my life, no control over my life, over my emotions. I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm surrounded by love. And I just want to spread that love and also spread these cheeks. And you know, if you really, really don't like my ass, you can.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 10. And it reads this: For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, which mean they wanted what's not theirs. Coveted means wanting something that's not yours. Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Right. So for the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, money will make people do things that they normally wouldn't do if they didn't have it. You know, money can make you lose your morals, devalue yourself, shame yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just for $1. And that's what happened with this lady. She done sold her soul for some riches, and she says that this how she's always been. But I have never seen her at a game with her ass out. I never seen that. So that can't be true. That can't be how she always been, you know. So lock it. You're welcome. But yeah, people sell they soul for riches. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you good. You good. Yeah, people sell they soul for riches and fame. And they pierce themselves through with many sorrows, you know. A lot of angels on the left-hand side is about to attack her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of angels on the left-hand side is about to attack this lady. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go to the next clip.
Lizzo is feeling good as hell. The truth hurts. Singer is making headlines after sitting courtside for the Los Angeles Lakers vs. Minnesota Timberwolves game on Sunday night. While the Laker girls performed to her song Juice, the singer joined in on the fun and twerked along to her famous track, revealing that she was wearing a cutout t-shirt dress that showed off her entire backside. Underneath the dress, Lizzo wore a pair of fishnet tights and a black thong to match. Footage of the moment was captured and shared on Twitter. The crowd can be heard cheering and going wild once Lizzo dropped it low for the chorus. The footage sparked debate over whether or not the outfit was appropriate for a public setting, let alone an arena where there were tons of children present. Several fans bashed Lizzo for her choice of style, saying she was pushing her boundaries too far. Others felt like it was another case of body shaming and argued her outfit would have been acceptable on a slimmer woman. Even fellow celebrities like rapper Reason of TDE and singer Ari Lennox of Dreamville chimed in on the discussion, both arguing from opposite viewpoints. I've had enough," Reason tweeted in response to the viral videos. "Like, that's not body shaming, you just doing too much."
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 4. And it reads this: "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death." Right, so riches profit not in the day of wrath, meaning that if you're rich, your money is not going to save you from those wicked angels on the left-hand side from coming to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? When H.O.I let us feel his wrath, you know what I'm saying, that money is not going to save you. That money can't save you. So you doing all that in vain. It's for nothing. Selling your soul is for nothing. Chasing clout is for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then lying about being that way your whole life. You wasn't always showing your ass your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You had morals. You once had morals. But you're drunken off the wine of Babylon. Basically, you're drunken off the wine of Babylon. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, and verse 25. And it reads this: "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." What is a female dog? Right. "But she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh." A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh. Right, so a shamefaced woman, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And to be shameless, it has to do with your conduct or your behavior. You know what I'm saying? No discretion. You have no discretion. You're bold. You're outrageous. You're unashamed. That's to be shameless. You're not ashamed. And she had no shame in her game when she did that. She didn't think about how the kids felt in that situation, or how parents with kids felt in that situation. She got money so she could do what she wanted to do. Can't nobody tell her nothing. Can't nobody tell her nothing. You can do what you want to do, however you want to do it. That doest thy wilt spirit. For the love of money, give you that doest thy wilt spirit. You could do whatever you want to do. And I don't see no Chinese people out there showing their ass at a basketball game. I don't see no white people showing their ass at a basketball game. I don't see none of that. You know? Only our people get put up to embarrass themselves like that. No other nation of people is recorded on live TV showing they with a shirt with their ass out. You making all that money, but you got a big ass hole in the bottom of the back of your shirt. You know what I'm saying? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, and I'm going to jump up to verse 8. "A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame." Verse 9, "The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids." You know, haughty means prideful, pride, and her prideful looks and eyelids. Right. So Izzo is a drunken woman. She drunk off the wine of Babylon, off the philosophies of the serpent. You know, she got that do as thou wilt spirit, monkey see, monkey do. She mimicking what she see on TV and saying that she been like that her whole life, which she haven't. You know, it's sad. It's really sad that our people stoop this low for money. You know what I'm saying? Or a gadder. A gadder is a habitual traveler. You know what I'm saying? Restlessly, they travel for social purposes. You know what I'm saying? Just to talk. They go out their way to travel and talk and socialize. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's basically what's going on right now. She a drunken woman who's drunk off the wine of Babylon. And the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Haughty is her cocky looks. You know what I'm saying? She conceited. You know, you got it ain't, I mean, it's one thing to be comfortable in your own skin, and it's one thing to love yourself, but to disrespect yourself and your people and your family, that's a whole nother thing. And to disrespect the Lord, you know, you're his chosen people, you're his chosen seed. But it's a shame, man. All these other nations are talking about us. It's a shame. We've been a proverb in the byword, but we give them a reason to. You know, we give them reason to talk about us.
The Lakers game last night, Lizzo.
Oh, Jesus. Is that her?
Yeah.
What is she doing there?
And I went to the game last night, and she wore this T-shirt that had this big hole in the back, and she was just wearing a thong out of it. My theory is that she forgot underwear and then cut it, and she was like, I can fashion it out of this hole. But
I think that's calculated.
She, first of all, she's sitting on a seat.
Right there?
Right there.
Okay.
Her butt is on that plastic Delta courtside seat.
Well, you know, Lil Duval, he had a great point. He put it on his Twitter page. He said, how come when little skinny hot girls wear no clothes, everybody gets mad at them and calls them sluts? But when big giant girls, I don't think he said big giant girls. I think he just said big. I added giant. He's like, when when big girls dress like that, everybody celebrates.
Well, my biggest problem with it is that, like, you'll see all these women, I'm sure, being like, she's just confident. She's confident. And I'm like, why does it still have to be, like, it doesn't matter. It's still wrapped up in women, like, needing to feel sexy to feel confident.
Right.
Where I'm like,
right.
Or you can just be a really good artist.
No. No, to be confident, you have to stick your ass out.
Yeah.
It's super important.
Yeah, it's very important.
That's what people do when they're confident.
Yeah.
It's like when baboons, when they're in estrus. Look at her there, dancing around. Well, you also got to remember, she's only been getting a lot. Oh, Jesus Christ. How long has she been getting attention for? It hasn't been that long.
I feel like I've only known about her for like a year.
Yeah, so this is all new, you know?
Yeah.
Look, it's like she's got an old iPhone. You see that iPhone? Back that up, Jamie. Back that up. That shit had bezels on it. Look. See the bezels on that phone? Back up. Look at that. See that? See the top? See the bottom? She's got an old iPhone.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you might be one of them weird people who likes to do it as a choice.
I just don't want a bigger phone.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't fit in my pocket.
I get it. They're coming out with a new iPhone that's a real small one. Like a 4-inch one.
She called it a lady phone.
A lady phone.
See how mad people...
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 22. And it reads this: as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Right. So a fair woman, which is a okay, decent looking woman without discretions, is the same as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, in an unclean beast, an abominable beast's snout. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. A fair woman without discretion is like a gold piece of jewelry inside a pig's nostrils. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Izzo is. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what she is. This is a living book. It's alive. This is the book of John, chapter 7, and verse 24, and it reads this: judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Okay, right. So, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. You know what I'm saying? And what's righteous judgment? Letting Izzo know that she's going off by exposing herself like that to anybody other than her husband. You know what I'm saying? A woman should be shamefaced. You know, a woman should not be out in public with her ass out for other men to see. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and get the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9, and it reads this: in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Right. So modest apparel is apparel that covers up your body. You know what I'm saying? Not having your cleavage showing, not having too much of your legs showing, not having your stomach showing, shoulders showing. You know, modest apparel is covered up. You know, and braided hair is ungodly hairdo. You know, ungodly hairdo, like wearing weaves. You know what I'm saying? Attaching things to your hair like yarn, crazy stuff, braided hair. You know what I'm saying? It's ungodly hairdos or unnaturalness. It's unnaturalness created by the cares of this world. You know what I'm saying? That's braided hair. You know? So it's just embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing because you got all these other nations of people talking about us, especially the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? They going in right now. And she deserved that backlash that she getting. It's well deserved. But she not ready for the sorrows to come off of the decision she made to do that to herself and her members. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. It's H.O.I to the chariots fly. Shalom, Yasharallah.